Right now at 5, as the Mississippi River rises along shorelines, community members work together to protect nearby buildings.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Ken Kozarowski. Flood mitigation preparations are underway as communities along the river face increased flood risk. News 8 Now's Emily Haugen joins us live in studio with how one small town is getting ready. Good evening, Emily.
Ken, a flood crest is set to hit the small community of Fountain City this weekend. Mayor Gren Katula said back in 2019, water crossed Highway 35 and it had to shut down. Yesterday, Katula put out a call for volunteers to help sandbag. Today, the community responded.
People are very invested in their community. They know when it's time to step up and help their neighbors, and I think that is something you see in our surrounding communities.
For a small town of under 800, the response was immense. Katula says over 100 volunteers from in and out of town helped today. That included employees from local businesses and even high school students. And thanks to their help, no more volunteers are needed tomorrow. Ken? All
right, thanks very much, Emily. And you'll be hearing more from those volunteers tonight at 6. But again, the flood stage is the main priority for this viewing area, and that's why we sent it over to Bill with the latest.
Yeah, and this, by the way, I posted some detailed information on my Facebook page, and a lot of you that are from around here know that this happens pretty much every spring, but to this extent is fairly rare, because if we hit some of these forecast crests, we'd be talking maybe 4th, 5th highest crest on record. Here in La Crosse. So yes, we see river flooding most springs, but not quite to this extent. I just want to make that clear that this is not what I would call normal for the area. Wabasha, latest stage 15.13, still forecast to crest around 15.9 around April 22nd. Winona, you're up to 16.05. Forecast to crest around 18 feet on the 24th. La Crosse, we are up to 13.34 feet, cresting at 15.2 around April 23rd or 24th. And McGregor up to 17.16, forecast to crest around 21.4 or higher April 25th or after. Again, these forecast crests can be rather changeable in terms of the level and the date, dependent on precipitation that will fall between now and those crest forecasts. So just keep that in mind. Some high clouds right now. Thankfully a dry day, mostly sunny for most of the day, so a lot of melting snow. Good news is the ground is thawed, so a lot of that snow melt kind of filtered into the ground, a little bit of runoff. Temperatures in the 40s to lower 50s, and we'll see overnight lows not nearly as cold as last night, 39, but chance of showers and thunderstorms rolls in late tonight and into tomorrow morning, and we will see those periodically both tomorrow and Thursday. Not really what we need right now. Yeah. More on that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Bill, thanks very much. Back on the news side of things this evening, the 84-year-old man accused of shooting a teen who mistakenly went to a wrong house in Kansas City last week turned himself into authorities this afternoon. Earlier, the mother of 16-year-old Ralph Yarl spoke to CBS News, and the honor student's classmates made a large public showing of their support. Adriana Diaz reports from Missouri.
Chanting, "We love you, Ralph," students walked around Staley High School in Kansas City, Missouri Tuesday in a show of support for junior Ralph Yarl. His family says he was shot twice last week after going to the wrong address. He went to Northeast 115th Street instead of Northeast 115th Terrace, 1 block away, to pick up his younger siblings from a friend's house.
It was about 9:45. I'm like, Ralph, can you please pick up your brothers for me? Being the kid he said okay.
Yarl's mother, Cleo Nagby, told CBS Mornings her son, who was shot above the eye and in the arm, is continuing to receive medical care at home.
Physically, mornings are hard, but his spirits are in a good place.
The man accused of shooting him, 84-year-old Andrew Lester, is facing 2 felony charges, armed criminal action and first-degree assault. According to the probable cause statement, Lester told police he thought someone was breaking into his house.
I can tell you there was a racial component to the case.
Yarl is an honor student and all-state band member.
No teenager is a perfect teenager, but I'll tell you what Ralph and I will argue about. Ralph and I will argue about, Ralph, can you put the sheet music down and do your English homework? Mom, I don't want to do my English homework because it's boring. That's what we argue about.
His mother says Yale University has asked Yarl to apply to their school twice. Adriana Diaz, CBS News, Kansas City, Missouri.
The family and its attorneys are meeting today with prosecutors to find out why Lester wasn't charged with attempted murder. The shooting has sparked protests, and the house where the incident happened has been vandalized. Closer to home, the school district of La Crosse has created a group for citizens to address district concerns. A district release says the facility advisory committee will be made up of about 30 community members from a range of backgrounds. The group will look at data and community feedback to make recommendations for needs within the school system. That includes recommendations for elementary school consolidation and middle and high school improvement. Monthly meetings start up this Thursday. The first meeting will be held from 6 until 8, in the evening, and that'll be at Hogan Administrative Center. Anyone in the community is welcome to attend and observe. An executive order focused on expanding access to child care is signed by President Biden today. The order has more than 50 directives across nearly every cabinet-level agency. The agencies will be directed to identify grant programs that can support child care and long-term care for people working on federal projects. The executive order doesn't require any new funding.
It's about making sure taxpayers will get the best value for the investments they've already made. For example, we used last year's increase in Head Start funding to take steps to recruit and retain workers by increasing wages so that families who need affordable care can get it.
So funding will come from existing commitments like last year's infrastructure law and CHIPS Act. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin has ordered a 45-day review into the handling of classified intelligence. That gives senior Pentagon officials until May 2nd to look into access, accountability, and control procedures. And this comes after classified documents were leaked over the past few weeks and posted online. 9 more states are working together to break up Google's digital advertising business. Just yesterday, those states joined the federal government's antitrust lawsuit against the tech giant. The DOJ accuses Google of illegally monopolizing the digital advertising market by buying up rivals through anti-competitive mergers. The DOJ also accuses them of bullying publishers and advertisers into using proprietary products. Google is fighting the suit and says the complaint attempts to pick winners and losers in a highly competitive market. Many people flying on Southwest Airlines today saw their flights delayed. The FAA issued a ground stop on the airline this morning, pausing flights at the airline's request because of what it calls equipment issues. Southwest says there were data connection issues from a firewall failure. Flight tracking site FlightAware showed that by midday, more than 1,500 of the airline's flights, which is about 36% of its schedule, were delayed. Republicans on the Wisconsin legislature's budget committee voted to kill funding for the largest land conservation project in the state's history. The move comes following concerns about the $15 million purchase of 56,000 acres of forest that would have been open to logging and recreational use. The land, which is east of Rhinelander, is known as the Pelican River Forest. GOP lawmakers were concerned about the effect it would have on the northern part of the state's economy to have such a large amount of land removed from potential future development. Tonight, everyone is welcome to an annual Holocaust Remembrance and Education program. The event begins at 7 at the Congregation Sons of Abraham in La Crosse. The La Crosse School District will be honored for its contributions to Holocaust education. The event will feature a showing of a short film as well as a performance of a scene from the Diary of Anne Frank. That event is free and open to the public. After the break, the Supreme Court is hearing a case that could clarify religious liberty laws. Plus, no trial. Dominion Voting Systems and Fox News come to a major settlement agreement.
Get 11% off everything now at Menards. Save big on all replacement door and window screens from AdForce. They're durable, easy to install, and offer better protection from pet damage. Pick up a roll of pet-resistant screen for only $9.99 after rebate. Add style and upgrade your home security with Schlage electronic lock sets. Right now, get this matte black electronic keypad deadbolt for just $99.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
At Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, we know the Cooley region's weather is unpredictable. 40 degrees today, 75 tomorrow. Is your HVAC system fully prepared to effectively handle the stresses of the next season? Beat the inevitable rush and schedule your HVAC clean and check today. Be confident your air conditioning unit and furnace will work when you need it. Call Bagnevsky Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted trained comfort specialist. It's hard to stop a train.
Your trained comfort specialist, Bagnevsky.
This time of year has many different names. We call it Showtime. It's when there's work to be done and fun to be had. Plus, it's time for spring bonus offers at your Northland Ford dealers, where you can save big on a Ford truck to make it all happen. Start the season off right with 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. It's showtime. Now for a limited time only, get 0.9% financing for 60 months, plus $3,500 in total savings on Ford F-150 XLT. Only at your Northland Ford dealers.
There are so many things we take for granted, and along with them, sometimes we take the people who depend on them for granted too. How can they survive with record increases in their basic cost of living, and through no fault of their own, they're being left behind? If you or someone you know needs a hand up, our energy and water providers are working together to keep you safely in your home. You may not ask for it, but we're here to help.
Made with American biofuels, E15 saves drivers money, reduces emissions, and creates jobs in rural communities. Last year, when gas prices were spiking, President Biden extended summer sales of E15 and saved drivers nearly $1 per gallon in some areas. We can't afford higher gas prices this summer. We need the Biden administration to act again. Tell Senator Baldwin that President Biden must protect access to E15 and extend savings at the pump.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
A group of doctors opposed to abortion is asking the Supreme Court to restrict access to a key drug while the legal battle plays out. The justices are already considering what to do about mifepristone. Nearly 2 weeks ago, a federal judge in Texas ruled the FDA shouldn't have approved the drug back in 2000. Then last week, Justice Samuel Alito put a temporary hold on that decision to give the court more time to review the case and ask to hear from the doctors. They wrote in a filing that regulators disregarded red flags in their own safety data and intentionally evaded judicial review. A response from the DOJ is expected tonight or tomorrow morning. The Supreme Court is also set to take on a religious liberty dispute. Today, justices heard an appeal that could ultimately clarify how far companies must go to accommodate employees' religious beliefs. Now, the case centers on a U.S. postal worker who requested to not work on Sundays because of his Christian beliefs. USPS tried to accommodate him but never found a solution. The worker sued under Title VII, a federal rule that makes it unlawful to discriminate against an employee based on their religion. Fox News and Dominion Voting Systems have settled a defamation lawsuit for almost $800 million. The voting machine company had sued the network for $1.6 billion over network claims of election fraud to chase viewers. Nicole Skanga reports.
Lawyers for both sides arrived at the court early Tuesday morning expecting to begin opening arguments. But opening arguments were delayed as both sides negotiated a settlement. Shortly before 4 p.m., Judge Eric Davis brought the jury in and thanked them for their service.
As I was preparing today to give the opening that I never got to give, I was reminded of the hell that the Dominion employees went through and continue to go through to this day. Money is accountability. And we got that today from Fox.
Fox News agreed to pay Dominion more than $787 million in damages. Fox issued a statement saying, quote, "We are hopeful that our decision to resolve this dispute with Dominion amicably, instead of the acrimony of a divisive trial, allows the country to move forward from these issues."
Dominion had been seeking $1.6 billion in damages, saying Fox knowingly aired false claims about their voting machines in order to boost ratings.
Fox repeatedly aired claims from then-President Trump's attorneys saying that Dominion helped rig the 2020 presidential election for Joe Biden.
The judge has already ruled that the statements that were issued by Fox News were in fact false.
But while Fox aired the bogus claims to their audience, internal messages from Fox executives and hosts showed most doubted what they were saying. Fox says the network's coverage of the election was reasonable because the election rigging claims by Trump's lawyers were newsworthy. Nicole Skanga, CBS News, the White House.
And just after the settlement announcement, Fox News said it acknowledged, quote, the court's rulings finding certain claims about Dominion to be false. It did not elaborate. Just ahead, high schoolers are getting a taste of their future careers. Industry experts gave them an introduction into the trades they can pursue after getting their diploma.
And I'm Chief Meteorologist Bill Grahl. Third day in a row with below average high temperatures. And unfortunately, if you're a warmer weather fan, most of the next 8 days are going to be below average as well. I'll explain with my 8-day forecast up next.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
It's easy to see when you have a plumbing problem, but when it comes to your water, things aren't always so clear. Without water conditioning, your water may be doing more harm than good. Hard water can damage your pipes and appliances, leave spotting on dishes, as well as dry out your skin and hair. Contact the professionals at Maxwell White. More than a plumbing company, we offer comprehensive water conditioning. That's 2 great services under one roof. Enjoy cleaner dishes, softer and brighter clothes, and much more with a simple call to Maxwell White. Water conditioning done right.
This is how legends are made.
Chevy Silverado and new Silverado HD. Choose your own path with the #1 best-selling retail full-size pickup and see where it takes you. Find new roads. It's Chevy truck season. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or current Chevy owners get $3,750 total cash allowance on all 2023 Silverado pickups with a turbo high output engine. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Rise and shine. Today you start a new and exciting adventure. So step up and dream big. At the School District of La Crosse, let curiosity guide you, not fear of the unknown. Meet friends, learn and play. Embrace change. Discover hidden talents. And let loose your unbridled potential. Build a better future. Because here, anything is possible. The School District of La Crosse. Dream, believe, achieve.
Russell, what does this have to do with law?
Absolutely nothing.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Buy anything in the store at our Wesco price and get the second item half off. That's right, buy one, get the second for half price with free white glove delivery and setup this month only at Wesco in Sparta.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
At the Onalaska Omni Center this morning, area students sparked an interest in STEM. The first annual Build My Future event was a chance for students to picture themselves in hands-on careers. Industry partners had some different displays, activities, and equipment for students to try on site.
The biggest thing that we hear is, how can I get things done? Well, we need workers to get those things done. So this is what that's all about, is introducing them to those trades that are available to them.
This was the first annual hands-on career day for the Driftless region. Bailey says between 50 and 60 schools from Minnesota and Wisconsin were represented today. Some cooler temperatures as opposed to maybe last week's record high temperatures. Yeah. Bill, what's the latest this week?
Well, the good news is we melted quite a bit of that snow today.
Yeah.
And the other good news is a lot of it did filter into the ground, but a little bit of runoff. Again, we don't really need much moisture now, a stark contrast from this time last week, and especially with the Mississippi running as high as it is. Again, river flood warnings in play all up and down through our viewing area, all the way from Lake City and Wabasha to the north and west, down through Prairie du Chien and McGregor, and that of course includes Winona, Trempealeau, and La Crosse, and most spots in between. Also, the Chippewa River still running high around Durand down into the Mississippi River, and the Wisconsin River still running high in the Juneau and Adams counties area. And again, a lot of these forecast crests are above what we saw in April of 2019. That was kind of the last time we saw some pretty high waters. I think we got to 14.5 feet or just above that here in La Crosse. But with the forecast crest of 15.2 in La Crosse, that would be the highest level here in La Crosse since 2001. So we're talking 22 years since the water levels have been this high in many spots up and down the Mississippi River. So just be prepared for that for sure. High clouds starting to move in. 52 was the high today, 27 this morning. It was a cold start, 20s for most. We should be closer to 40. 61 is our average high. The good news, no rain or snow for today. We've seen plenty of it over the last couple of days. 52, mostly sunny sky. 51 at the station, winds are light. And there's the latest Mississippi River stage here in La Crosse, 13.4 feet and and rising. The Chippewa River is falling in Eau Claire. And your temperature, 54 degrees, lots of sunshine. Looks like you've lost a lot of your snow. 52 in La Crosse, but look at the spring and summer-like temperatures not too far away. 70s and 80s over the Central Plains, but 40s over the deeper snowpack still, and then low to mid-50s where most of that snow is already gone. And winds are in the process of switching to the east-southeast during the overnight hours of tonight. Now, I want to show you the lows for a couple things. Upper 30s for lows here, so not a problem when that precip moves in late tonight into tomorrow morning for La Crosse and points to the south. But notice how temperatures will be near freezing up near Interstate 94, so maybe a brief time of a wintry mix before that changeover to plain old showers and thunderstorms occur. So just keep that in mind if you live in the northern and eastern communities. Otherwise, all is quiet now. A couple areas of low pressure to the west, though, are what's going to bring the rather unsettled weather over the next couple of days. So quiet for most of tonight, but towards about 3 o'clock in the morning, notice the time up here, shower and thunderstorm activity knocking on the door to the south and west, reaching most areas by, say, drive time or even before that. But it's going to be kind of off and on fashion both tomorrow and Thursday. It's not going to be all-day washouts, but we'll see these kind of rounds of showers and thunderstorms from time to time. You can see more showers and storms overnight and into the day on Thursday, but again, some dry time as well. And then again, more showers and thunderstorms as we head into the day on Thursday, maybe even some snow. How dare you, Mother Nature, mixing into the north and west of Eau Claire and Ladysmith. So for tonight, 39. Clouds increase, not nearly as cold as last night. That chance of showers and thunderstorms after about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, moving in from the south and west. 50 tomorrow, cloudy and cool with periods of showers and thunderstorms. Not going to rain all day. Same with Thursday. Milder Thursday, a high of 60. Back closer to 50 again on Friday. Small chance of showers and sprinkles. Otherwise, mainly dry, but kind of blustery and not a great weekend. Mid to upper 40s for highs, but we do warm back into the 50s, even low 60s by the middle of next week.
All right, Bill. Thanks very much.
Right.
Still ahead tonight at 5, the return of an NFL player after a major medical setback. Damar Hamlin cleared to get back on the field.
Wednesday on News 8 Now this morning, the former school known as the birthplace of the Republican Party has moved, and that's causing tension in Ripon. And a Milwaukee man meets the Indiana family of a man who donated his heart to save his life. Have a great Tuesday night. More News 8 Now is after the break.
Come explore and plan your next home improvement project at the Board Store Home Improvement's historic 8-building showroom, 524 Copeland Avenue, La Crosse.
At Ashley, spring into slumber with a variety of comfort choices from top mattress brands like Ashley Sleep and Sealy. Or get 0% interest for 60 months on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
It's our lowest prices of the season at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Right now, shop unbeatable deals on the things you need for spring. Like assorted bags of Timberline mulch, 4 for $12. For rewards members, all Skechers footwear is buy one, get one half price. Save 20% on these Blaine's nut favorites. Plus, get a free $100 gift card when you buy this Husqvarna Hydro Lawn Tractor. Don't miss our lowest prices of the season in-store or online at farmandfleet.com.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Every piece of land has a story written by those who work it. Like the Caggianos, who are brewing their own legacy. Or the Upshaws, who DIY all the time. While the Nelsons play lead in their own adventure, 150 years in the making. There's a story in every piece of land. Run with us and start telling yours.
Talk to the John Deere experts at Tractor Central to find out which equipment is just right for your property. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
As a veteran of our country's armed services, you have already made the ultimate sacrifice. Through no fault of your own, you may be experiencing hardships, such as the inability to pay rent, utilities, or receive other life-sustaining services. The Veterans Rental Assistance Program was created by and for people living in Wisconsin. No Wisconsin veteran should ever have to face homelessness or lose heat, power, or water again.
At Ashley, spring into slumber with a variety of comfort choices from top mattress brands like Ashley Sleep and Sealy. Or get 0% interest for 60 months on select mattresses. Visit your local Ashley store or ashley.com for better sleep and savings today.
Hello, I'm Clay Aiken. And I'm Ruben Studdard. And we're spilling the ET.
The Idol alums on their 20-year friendship next, ET.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
After more than 3 months of recovery, Buffalo Bills safety Damar Hamlin is cleared to get back on the field. The 25-year-old went into cardiac arrest after making a tackle on January 2nd during a game against the Bengals. Doctors and trainers started CPR and used a defibrillator on the field to resuscitate him. Now, 3 separate specialists agreed that Hamlin can resume full activities for the Bills. He's been doing voluntary off-season workouts this week. Bills head coach Sean McDermott says the team is ecstatic to have him back. Good news for sure. We will have a look at what's coming up at 6 after the break, and of course, Bill will be back in for another check of your forecast.
Showing how you feel, it's been a while. Go ahead and smile. Go ahead and smile.
Stella-Jones Corporation in Bangor has immediate openings and wants you to apply. They say this job takes grit, attention to detail, and ability to work as a team. Stella-Jones Corporation is where safety matters and wages sustain a comfortable living. If you have what it takes and can stand behind our railroads, then we want you to apply today. $2,500 hiring bonus.
My brother, the Wizard of Fire, has it easy. I'm the Wizard of Super Summer Savings at American Home Fireplace and Patio. Even the name's a lot of work. Abracadabra. Right now, save on in-stock telescope casual furniture. Alakazam! There's super savings on Perfect Choice patio furniture. Bibbidi bobbidi boo! Low prices on fire tables. In-store specials on gas fireplaces. Seam salad. In-stock pellet and gas grills have super savings too.
Fireplace, American Home Fireplace and Patio.
That was exhausting.
Is your roof ready for summer weather? At River Valley Remodelers, our roofing system provides the protection your home needs for all weather. We've got great news. It's affordable. Right now, we're front-loading work for spring installs and passing the savings on to you. Call now to receive your free estimate and a $500 voucher towards your new roof. Plus, we'll donate 5% of install costs to New Horizons. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home. Build our community.
Where there's a flooded basement, there's a solution. Where there are wet spots or musty smells, there's an answer. Where wood damage or dry rot is stealing home value, there's an expert. American Waterworks. For wet basements, wood damage, and effects of dry rot, American Waterworks professional crack repair, waterproofing, sump pumps, and vapor barriers provide long-lasting solutions to tough problems. Wherever moisture problems surface, there's an answer. American Waterworks. Schedule your free inspection and estimate today.
At Affordable Dentures and Implants, we make new smiles affordable for everyone, so you don't need to wait another day to get your smile back. Click or call to schedule your new smile consultation today.
Go ahead and smile.
Got a lot of news to cover tonight, including the breaking news about Fox. The news organization agrees to a historic settlement moments before a trial about 2020 election lies was set to begin. We'll break down all the details tonight here on the CBS Evening News.
And coming up on News 8 Now at 6, crossing a street is simple for most of us, but area disability advocates say it's nearly impossible for others to safely reach their destination. They're now asking city planners to consider everyone in the community when updating infrastructure.
And again, dry for most of the night. That chance of rain not till late tonight into tomorrow morning. 30s for lows for most. 50 tomorrow, 60 on Thursday. Unfortunately, periodic chances for showers and thunderstorms. Wanted to show you a rain tracker. Don't get too hung up on the exact totals here, but I do want to caution you that we could see a ½ an inch to an inch plus in many spots, all dependent on thunderstorm activity. This would be through Thursday evening. Not really what we need right now with the high levels on the Mississippi.
Very true. Thanks, Bill, and thanks for joining us tonight at 5. We'll see you at 6.